Left-Wing Kingz. Listen, think, act, repeat.
Trump has a tendency to descend into long, meandering word salads that appear to lack coherence. He lovingly calls this the weave. It began during his presidency and got worse post-presidency. Ace, how does the weave interfere with Donald Trump's ability to make coherent executive decisions?
I mean, he calls it the weave, man, but we call it deflecting and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Can't make no decisions, man, if you're on that. Makes it seem like you don't know what he's talking about most of the time because he's all over the place. You know what I'm saying? When he's talking about stuff. So that's a cute name for it, the weave or whatever, but it's basically him being all over the place and deflecting the fact that he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that a lot of that comes from his media experience because, like you said, it is a deflection thing. He has enough wherewithal to understand, I don't understand none of this shit. I don't know what the hell is going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just talk a lot and people will believe whatever I say.
Yeah.
Even if it's nothing. But people will be like, oh, well, he knows what he's talking about. He's talking about his policies. He ain't talked about his policies. He didn't talk about everything else.
Yeah. I mean, he's, like I said, that, and it's right. Now he's been doing it so long, we just expect that. You know what I'm saying? I think the reporters don't even challenge him enough on that. When they try to, he's always on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, I won't say it, he hasn't been able to make executive decisions and do things because, one, he don't know what he's talking about. But two, I honestly don't think he gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, be honest with you. So,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it.
I'm kind of like, put it this way, man. As a president, you're going to be in a room. Everything you do is not in public.
No.
You're going to be in a room with Putin or,
your cabinet, shit.
Or your cabinet. Or like, maybe he goes to North Korea again or some shit. You can't be talking to a leader of another country and just throwing up words and shit in front of him when you're trying to discuss something that's important or something that you need to work together to do. If you all over the place, you start off talking about like, hey, how we're going to work together to do like energy, and you end up at the end of your comment talking about, freaking cleaning out a toilet bowl. You know what I'm saying? You went from A to Z like that. They don't understand what the fuck you want. I don't know what you want, bro. I don't know what you're saying because you're all over the place. So you can't make executive decisions or be in an executive setting when you can't have a focused, like laser focused conversation with someone so that they understand exactly what the fuck you mean and what you're trying to say.
Hell, you can't do that at home with your wife.
No.
Be all over the place. You can't go home and be all over the place talking about shit.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So you talking about sitting down with leaders and making decisions, it's going to affect the world and affect millions of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You with your cabinet, like you said.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's an excuse and a crock of shit just to honestly say that he don't know what he's talking about.
Exactly.
And he's not qualified for the job. He never has been. You know what I'm saying? Great entertainer. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he's playing on. He'll sit there and entertain you. Like, I was looking at him a couple of days ago. I said, he's a funny motherfucker. I mean, I'm up there laughing at him. But unfortunately, I don't need my president to be a goddamn comedian.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And entertain me like that. You know what I'm saying? But and that's part of the weave bullshit, like you said. His experience of being in media and in entertainment. He's just a better way to say it is fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, I think it's exactly what you said. It's not the weave. It's the excuse. It's his excuse for his inability to stay focused on a particular topic. Imagine if you was at work and your boss said, where are those spreadsheets I needed? And your ass said, well, boss, yesterday my foot itched. And so when my foot started itching, I started scratching all over my damn foot. But you know what? There's a problem with athlete's foot in America. America has a big problem, and we got to get these immigrants out of here because they're bringing the athlete's foot to us. Yeah. And that's what's causing all of the abortion. Because abortion is wrong, sir. Yeah, my boss be like, where the fuck's the spreadsheet at, nigga?
Yeah, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
that's exactly how it goes.
Why? This nigga, how you can trust somebody? These people see him do this. You want this man making decisions, executive decisions, and being the final say in a decision for something that's going to affect you and other countries? This guy who can't tell you specifically what the fuck he's trying to say and make a point?
Other countries are already starting to react to that, though. You already have countries moving away from seeing America as the leader of the free world because they see, okay, these people will elect somebody like Donald Trump. 2 presidents before that, they elected George W. Bush. And they thought that was as bad as America.
He ain't got nothing on Trump.
We thought Bush was going to ruin the world. That was like,
yeah.
I mean, this motherfucker came along. We was like, God damn.
Yeah, hold my beer.
Hold my beer. You going to see me fuck some shit up. Here you go.
He ain't got shit on
What the
Trump.
hell is Bush? You ain't heard shit from Bush at all. You know what I'm saying? Bush did his thing and got on.
Bush is like, look, see, y'all was talking
Even
about
Bush
me.
don't fuck with this motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a different thing, though, because at least Bush was, I think in his mind, he was trying to do the right thing. Trump doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know, the lack of regard for anything. And you can look at how he deals with policy. He was so pro-life. Now that he sees that pro-life isn't popular, well, I'm giving people a choice. You're not giving people a choice. You're giving people a choice in certain places. And places like Texas, you don't got a choice.
Yeah.
But again, that's that lack of forward thinking. And rather than to call it a cognitive decline, I don't think he was cognitively there in the first place.
He was gone when he started.
I don't know about that. I think that he was a lot. You can see the difference between when he was president and now. I think it's pretty clear. Like, he was leaps and bounds ahead of, like, Joe Biden's decline, right? And at some point, he's always said crazy shit, but that doesn't mean you have a cognitive decline. What I see is his inability to stay focused. That is a cognitive problem. And before he even though he didn't have shit to say, he stayed on topic. You know what I'm saying? Now he can't do that anymore. And that to me is a clear and obvious sign something is wrong with this man's brain.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That part is true.
We leaned heavily on Biden when we were talking about cognition and all that and being it. I mean, we went hard.
We gave him the business.
And we act like Trump wasn't right there with his ass. We knew he's just as old as this motherfucker.
He wasn't okay.
I know
we always talk about this. Old is not the
there,
same as your
but
cognitive decline. They're two different things.
we talking about where he's at right now. We're still 2 old motherfuckers, is what I'm saying.
That's true.
So we lean. I mean, okay, Biden. Okay, he did his thing. Whatever. He's out the race. But at the same time, Trump was right there with him. So now we're talking about where he's at. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's almost like, and I always thought we always gave him a pass when it came to that because he was the better out of the old guys. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's cool, but he's still an old ass guy.
I think you're right.
You know what
But
I'm
at
saying?
the end of the day, this is what Biden did and this is what Trump did. Biden, because he already had a speech impediment, he talked slower.
Yeah.
He was more measured with his words, and a lot of times it looked kind of like he was older because he had a softer voice. Trump is real loud and he talks fast, but he's talking loud and talking fast, saying crazy shit.
Yeah.
So it's not, a matter of fact, I would say it's worse because Biden had understanding of things that Trump never had understanding of.
Okay, of course.
So you're talking about somebody, okay, well, yeah, Biden could lose 10 steps and still be far ahead of Trump as far as understanding foreign policy, as far as understanding domestic policy, as far as understanding decorum, those types of things. He doesn't understand any of that.
Yeah.
Or if he does understand it, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't follow laws. He trips. You know, I don't even got words, man. Look, he making me have cognitive decline.
Hey, I feel you on that because you know he dude is off his damn rocker and he crazy as hell, but don't nothing top his dance moves, and that's what we're gonna talk about
All right,
next.
here we go with this shit.